Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Allahayna, wa Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. It's a quick one. Norman Lear, celebrated US TV writer and producer, is dead at the age of 101. I believe he departed yesterday. Actually, let me check it out. And he is, you know, as Esau likes to do, is destroy us. And once we're destroyed, using our woes, our issues, and putting it in a comedic spin and making shows about it. Okay? So he is the known for All in the Family, all right? Sanford and Son, shows that were pretty quite profound with in the late 60s, 70s, They're still watched to this day, you know? Just another example of a devil that lived, a fairly decent number, 101. Only the Lord knows what this Amalekite, and he's a small hatter, by the way, an Amalekite Edomite, you know. Let's have a little read or gander into his life. The famed TV writer and producer Norman Lear, known for bringing the world shows like All in the Family and Sanford and Son, died this week. Watch All in the Family, how much mockery they make of Jake, okay, and how they try and put Judah and Ephraim against each other. There's a, I'm sure you guys have seen it. There's one episode where, all right, you got the Judite family that already lives there, right? Next to what's that guy's name? Next to the Edomite and All in the Family, right? There's going to be, there comes an Ephraimite family that's trying to move in, right? Now the Edomite doesn't say anything, but the Judite, right, who's in All in the Family, the neighbor, the one who owns the laundry, the dry cleaners, right? He's the one who comes up to the Edomite saying, "Oh, we got a problem. We got some of them coming in." He used a derogatory word, for so-called Puerto Ricans. So basically, in the show, they're showing Judah coming against Ephraim and vice versa. Another derogatory remarks and comedic spins that they put on Jake's situation and him being an Amalekite as well. And he lived till 101 years old, so either the Lord has kept him alive or maybe he got a lot of Jake children deleted so he can take their heart, lungs, and other parts. That's what these devils do. The famed TV writer producer Norman Lear, known for bringing the world shows like All in the Family, Sanford and Son, died this week, according to a statement posted by his family to his official Instagram. He was 101. Yeah, so he lived the great 1950s in America, which was one of America's that decade was great for Esau. Their life was picture perfect. Beautiful big homes, latest gadgets, kitchens, women that can stay home, live in a very immaculate neighborhood where the children can play outside. Where these Edomites always say, "Oh, we can't leave our doors open anymore like we used to back in the old days." Where they don't have to see ninjas anywhere. Salakia, one second. Where they don't have to see no ninjas anywhere, right? Or anybody else for that matter, or any of the other tribes. Right at the door, this guy croaks. Maybe he has gone to the so-called maybe he has died. Maybe he's gone underground into these bunkers. You never know. All right, or maybe he's gone. All right, only the Lord knows. But he's gone. He's had his time. He's had his time in the sun, even though Esau can't come out in the sun. The famed TV writer, All in the Family, 101. The Connecticut native's death was confirmed in the New York Times by Lara Bergthold, a spokeswoman for the family. He died at his home in Los Angeles, California. Lear died surrounded by his family as we told stories and sang songs until the very end. They sang songs. It must have been a hell of a noise in there. Them Esau trying to sing songs. Norman lived a life in awe of the world around him. He marveled at his cup of coffee every morning, the shape of the tree outside his window, and sounds of beautiful music. But it was people, those he just met and those he knew for decades, who kept his mind and heart forever young. Yeah, that's the Edom I was talking about. You know, I mean, he could be a Jake if he's a real O'Connor, because all these Irish surnames are ours, isn't it? So I don't know. He could be. Only the Lord knows. All right, the rest is just gibberish. Okay, the fact of the matter is, okay, as you can see, let's go to scripture first. Ecclesiastes 12:4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Okay, now, in the, now, for example, when I was in my 20s, which is about 20 odd years ago, right, there were a lot more places to go out to meet women. There were a lot more bars that were open. There was a lot more song and dance. Late 90s, early 2000s, even the mid 90s was beautiful. You know, when you're a young man and all you're thinking about is women for the most part, right? And looking sharp. It was and music was great too, right? And it was a lot more to do, a lot more to go out. Now people buy all these clothes online and they got nowhere to go because everything is done online these days, right? So a lot of the mirth has dried up and is shutting down. Ecclesiastes 12:4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. When the sound of the grinding is low, also work is, slowing down. Now, if as and when, if you've been looking for work in the last few months or in the last year or so, or prior to that, recently after this 19 thing, right, you may have noticed there's been an increase in applications for certain jobs as well. Okay, which means there's a lot more people looking for work because there's a lot more companies closing. So the grinding is low. Jake, that's our street talk. I'm gonna grind. I'm on the grind. I'm on the grind. So these scriptures are written by us for us. All right. And when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Music is trash. Shows are trash. You know, everything that made America great was basically the Israelites and how, pursuant to Psalms 83, Esau and the heathen nations creating a tumult, which is a trap. They used and abused us for our talents and our skills and our expertise and our je ne sais quoi. They marketed us and used us to make money, as well as a free labor in this captivity, right? People like Norman Lear is a perfect example of that. Okay, that's how these devils profit. And the Lord is fair as well. But this devil's going to wake up. He's going to wake up in chains. Not literally in chains. He might be, born, through Edomites or whatever, and then treated like hell, and then slapped, and then slapped in chains, But they're going to get it. The Lord is fair as well. Let Esau have his time, homes in California, New York, all them weirdo parties they probably went to, enjoying the creme de la creme of American life during the 50s and 60s, you know. Also, traveling the world, making millions, you know, having everything at your beck and call, waking up in the morning, just focusing on what you have to do as an individual, not worrying about every single other person within your family because you got that taken care of, because you got that sort of infrastructure in your home. The Lord let you have all that little bit of power he saw. Now it's all over. All over. And a lot of, you see a lot of Jake celebrities going, you see a lot of Edomite celebrities going, you see a lot of, heathen nation celebrity going. They're all like getting knocked down, They're getting knocked down. Mark 13:25. And the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. Okay? And the stars are falling, right? Okay? The literal stars ain't going to fall. This is referring to the stars of this world. Lord willing, I got that correct. These are the stars of this world that are falling. And who are the stars of this world? Your Ushers, your P. Diddy's, your Clint Eastwoods and all that. They got that devil Clint Eastwood, he's still going. He's had his time in the sun as well. Verse 25. And the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. Verse 26. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. Okay, which is brilliant because we know we're approaching the time when certain things are going to start taking place in January regarding the currency. Okay, World War III has started, but it hasn't really gone into full gear yet, right? Things are closing, companies are closing, people are depressed. You know, they're talking about new diseases erupting. I mean, forming. You know, chariot sightings are increasing. The stars of heaven are falling. Norman Lear is a perfect example. Verse 27. And then shall he send his angels and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of heaven. You know, because we've been in hell over here, man. I mean, check this video out. I found this video earlier on today. It's an IUIC video. It was crazy, man. You know, check this out. I got nothing to say about the IUIC. I'm just referring to our people, man, because what's going on here, you know, just fair use. And that's the son, that's the mother, and this is all Esau's doing, man, and Esau's gonna pay for this. Then they got the gall to say to us, you know, pull your socks up, and people like Norman Lear profited off this. There you go. You know, menstruous women bringing forth monsters. And this is all Esau's doing. You understand? And people like, let's profit off it. Have profited off it. Anyway, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yashai Bashem Rakakodash. So one more thing. Just one more scripture I want to mention. Revelation 39:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Shalom.